Tell us who you are, where we're at.
Well, hello.
What we're doing today.
My name is Brian Maruska. Most of my buddies and counterparts call me Muskrat, right? I have a kind of a small business, an unsuccessful, successful small business called Muskrat Metalworks. And I mean, I'm always tinkering, playing with mostly, steel, metal, aluminum products. And I like to specialize in building lightweight, portable, winter camping wood stoves.
This is you've fine-tuned this over the years.
Yes, it's been many, many years and hundreds of wood stoves made out of everything from mailboxes, from garbage pails to metal shelving units.
And today we're basically building one out of materials that I could go to Menards or Home Depot right now. I could buy everything.
Yes.
But you've already done that work for us.
Basically off the shelf, ductwork. In this case, it's going to be an 8x10 ductwork section with end caps and 30 gauge, basically just 3-inch, duct we're using for the chimney pipe, which is kind of how we started. Probably 20, 25 years ago, I started building these portable wood stoves out of ductwork because it was already in a square rectangle size that you needed. It was kind of simple. You didn't need to have all the fancy brakes and brake press and slip rolls and stuff.
Even though you have a lot of those tools here today.
Right.
We may end up using them for some
because of titanium, when we're basically just getting a flat sheet of 26 gauge titanium. At that point, you have to do all the bends and all the forming. So, yes, that's when the tooling would come into play.
Well, let's see what we're working with.
Okay, here. This is what we're going to be using for the chimney pipe. I'm thinking 24 inches, so this will be like our main piece. The chimney pipe is not really going to break down. It's not really going to nest. It's not going to fit into the wood stove. But this is going to be 24 inch, where we're going to make these pieces basically be able to open up and section down and basically stack flat on this one piece. So I'm thinking we're going to have one solid 24, and then we will have 3 basically pieces that will open and stack on top of this for the chimneys. We've got end caps right here, which will end up being the front and the back of your stove, right? And then that's going to be our stove body itself right there. We're going to cut that down. I think we determined we're going to cut this down to about 2 13.5-inch pieces, and this thing should fit sideways into your toboggan. I just buy piano hinge. There's more hinge there than we need, and then are going to use aluminum, angle, and flat right here for the legs. We're going to build aluminum folding leg set.
Heck yeah.
And then we got this tube, which we're going to make basically a fire poker, which also has a hollow on both ends, so you can blow through it to blow into the coals on your fire.
So it's everything you need.
Yep, and then just simple rivets, aluminum rivets. I've got steel rivets. This is actually what we're going to be putting on the front for the front draft.
Yeah.
For like a smoker grill. I was playing around with that idea a couple years back, and I fashioned a screen in there. And then as I was going through my part selections, I was like, oh, done.
Heck yeah.
We're using it.
This is perfect.
And when it comes down to the side shelf, this one is titanium.
Oh, nice.
This one was a screw up on one of my production stoves. It's too short. So we're going to put a titanium wood side shelf on your wood stove.
That's going to be the nicest side shelf on any cheap wood stove ever had.
Right. And we do need to make a door. Right?
Yeah.
And it does turn out that I got titanium scraps. So generally we could use another end cap or cut a piece out of this and make a door out of steel. But when you got a stack of titanium laying around, I think we're just going to go ahead and make the door out of that.
Sweet.
Right?
Yes.
Easy enough. Here's safety glasses.
Oh, yeah.
I absolutely recommend wear your eye protection.
What happens if you don't?
Well, you could end up at the ER at 4:30 in the morning getting a piece of steel plucked out of your eye, and then having to wait for the optometrist to get out of bed and come do the final cleanup. Yeah. One more of those, and you're basically got half a wood stove done.
Accident prone.
Oh yes, yeah. I recommend wearing gloves. They're called zingers. This piece is about to get much safer here when you slam an end cap on the back side of that thing. This is what's gonna hold it together. Most likely. We could always drill and add a rivet, but I feel like we're not gonna have to. So are we thinking, see, I mean, right?
Yeah,
right?
That's solid.
That's pretty solid.
Yep.
Now when it comes to the door, we are gonna build the standard door that I call it the Don door.
The Don door.
Because it is very, very similar to the door that Don Cavalis puts on his, his 4-dog wood stove model.
Perfect.
So I call it the Don door.
We're doing the Don door.
We're doing the Don door.
Like that?
Sure.
Okay. It's not a perfect full.
We'll get it.
Okay, so
We'll squish it some more, but I got a tool for that.
just kind of hold that right there. Push down. Okay.
Okay.
Nice.
Not bad.
Not bad.
Now we're gonna go back over here. So these are just a little insert we're gonna place in there and basically just spot weld it in the corner. So I'll just do this part.
I think that's great.
So I'm pushing down pretty tight. That was a really good one, actually. I like that one. We have a door.
It's beautiful. Look at that, people. We got a door, we got a hinge, we got a face. Now it's break time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
take a little break.
We're cutting inside, bending, flaps out. One thing I've learned, stay out of the Muskrat's way.
Right?
Yeah.
We don't have any metal slivers. We don't have to
No.
go back to the emergency room for the second time in one day.
We don't need any more trips to that place today. Not for you, not for me.
I think it's probably time.
To put it on?
I think so.
Oh, so we'll put it on and then we'll mount the door.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think it's ready.
How's that?
That looks like a wood stove.
It sure looks like a wood stove.
Now let's feel that. No. Feel that.
Woo! It's light.
I know. Careful. You set that on the ice, it'll blow away. Now is when you get to drill titanium and use our hydraulic press. Just like that.
Wow.
And this basically just threads right on there. A little more. Usually hear 4 pops. I think we're waiting for one more.
Wow.
Then we release this. And that's it.
What a cool toy. Tool. Tool. It's a tool. Tools, not toys.
It's a tool. Right. Okay. What we're going to do now is rivet.
Yeah, I see it.
See this?
I see it. Hot damn.
More toys, huh? All right. There it is. Go for it.
Right.
Yep.
Wow, look at that. We're on our way.
3-inch to a 2.5-inch, like, reducing washer. So what we're gonna do is put it on. That was easy. Not like drilling titanium, is it? Oh, all right. Ta-da! Okay, since we're doing the riveting, we're gonna continue on with the riveting. Oh, here, watch this. This is super fun. This is another one of my homemade tools. This is what I use to like punch the holes in the conduit knockouts and things.
Oh, yeah.
But these are like our side shelf brackets. So now we just go like this. Right? Done. Rivet, right? Rivet, rivet. Then we just got to do one more.
So that's where the door is going to go, just like that. Voila. Hey! Yeah!
These are just a spring. There was a hardware store going out of business that I always used to buy my springs at, and and I bought every single one of them that they had left.
And this is your spring cache.
Yeah.
You got a cache of springs.
Lifetime supply.
You'll never run out.
Well, if I do, that means we made a lot of wood stoves.
It's not the same.
Ah! Okay. Look at. Oh! Look at.
Wow.
Oh!
Oh.
I think we're done. Almost done with the stove. Thank goodness. Suppose we gotta go move on to legs now. It's right there.
Wait.
So this is our center, and this is our center. That's how long the legs are gonna be. They're gonna be not very big, 5 3/4. Okay, you wanna go ahead and cut 4 pieces at 5 3/4? This thing's gonna be lighter than the titanium stone.
Yeah.
Quarter-inch all thread. But we'll just get to this far. So that'll do 1 1/4 back. Same on each side. Like right down close to the bottom. Slip that through there.
All right, so.
Yeah, remember, this was going to be 2 or 3 hours in and out.
Oh my God.
Never is. That's all right. We've got our legs basically constructed. Cut our holes.
This should just go all the way through. We might have to.
Get the drill.
There we go.
We'll give it a tighten up.
Where's my safety glasses?
Yep, put your safety goggles on.
Get a spark right in the eyeball.
I remember when I was in 8th grade shop class, Mr. Roscoe.
Oh, Mr. Roscoe.
I was multiple times in trouble for not putting my safety glasses on. And I had to write 100 times, I will wear my goggles in Mr. Roscoe's industrial ed class. And by the time I was done, I think it turned into, I will wear goggles, I will wear goggles, I will wear goggles.
All right, so we've got the legs, did the door. What's left?
Chimney.
That seems important. And a hearth.
And a hearth.
Chimney and a hearth. All right.
I think we'll make the hearth next. It's super easy.
Okay.
I got 2 identical pieces. I just cut these off of that big, awkward roll of coil stock. They're
Nice.
both 24 inches long, right? Yep.
Nice. So satisfying.
Ooh. We're gonna end up putting these like this, right?
Okay.
So I'm thinking this hinge will be on the top side of it. Does it fold up at this point?
Yeah.
Right? Because that'll just like go on the top of a bag or in the bottom of a bag.
Yep.
Or And now what we got to do,
The beautiful thing is, from here, we pop this out, pop this out. We're going to tear down the stove here, just a second. Hearth. Boom, tucks away. This is the genius of the Muskrat madness.
so your stove doesn't blow away
Yeah,
and sink into the snowbank.
yeah. Oh, it's close.
It's close. See, that went together nice.
This is how you get it. And you got to open this up because you're going to want it to be able to put it together and take it apart, which is what we did with this.
But you can just buy 24-inch factory pieces with ends on them.
Yeah. Look at that thing. Oh, yeah.
Where's that round tube? Oh.
Stoke and blow.
Ooh, we're gonna get the smash metal on the
More,
anvil.
more metal smashing?
Yep. So what you're gonna do here when this gets just a little warm, we put just a little bit of heat in it. This will flatten out. You wanna just take the last 2.5 inches or so and just put this on the anvil and pound it flat. Oh yeah!
About like that? About there?
About 90, yep. And then even while it's still a little hot, we're gonna take it here. And we're gonna drill in right here.
You guys are fucking genius. This is all your shit? Did you all come up with all this?
Yeah. Okay, that's it.
We did it. With
We did it.
the Muskrat Maniac, Muskrat Metal Works. There she is. Stovepipe, the stove, and what do you call this? The hearth.
Hearth.
Yeah. And what did we weigh in at?
12.2 pounds.
Pretty damn good. All materials,
Right around $100.
right around $100. Don't look at the receipts.
And we originally said 2 hours. We were slightly off on our estimate, but not terribly.
Yeah, I think it came in about 10, including dinner and one hardware store run and lunch and distractions.
Snack box.
And none of this would be possible without that guy. Thanks, Chad, for pulling this all together.
Thank you for doing amazing things.
God, isn't life good? Huge thank you to our good pals, Chad, Brian, the gifts of their hospitality and their knowledge and their experience and their gifts. We sure appreciate having people like you a part of this whole community. And now we can winter camp. It's perfect. Absolutely perfect.